rhythm 37, 38, and 39. When we get to this point, we're getting close to the final stretch, and there are a few little bit more tricky rhythms that are coming up. So I usually take this opportunity to just slow down, soak everything in, and maybe do some review. Also, the three that are remaining that we're going to cover today, 37, 38, 39, are a little bit more of the same rhythm that we did last time. So the eighth note that kind of stands alone. Sometimes this eighth note can be the one that's on the end of the beat, and sometimes this single eighth note can be the one that sits in the first portion of the beat. So it could be stop and then rest, or rest, stop. So stop is one of the silly words that I use to say this rhythm when we are saying all of our rhythms sequentially. So that's what we see in this short unit. We see the eighth note that sits in two different positions. So it's a good time to review, and also the last couple of units were a little bit more challenging, so it's good to just make sure that everything's okay. And so 37, 38, and 39 combine a lot of the things that we've covered up to date. The reason why I like to take this moment to review is sometimes, especially the younger kids, they begin to forget the things that we've done in the beginning of the book. And whilst many of them are still here with us in these pages, some of them we haven't seen for a while. For example, the whole note we haven't seen for a while. For some reason, they are left out, for most of this book. They do come back here and there, I believe, but most of the time we don't see that for a while. And also maybe the dotted half note is not seen particularly as often. Right now I'm seeing more of the half note, the quarter note, and then the faster rhythms. Basically all the fast rhythms that involve eighth notes, 16th notes are in this section, but some of them we haven't seen. So why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of lesson 37 together, and that will cover the same type of material that we've done in the previous unit, 36, 35, 34. Okay, so 37, I would say the only difference is the half note is added in, and we see a little bit more of a combination of things. So why don't we go ahead and do line 1 together. And just to review the words that we're going to use here, I would recommend this time to use stop, 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 and then pepperoni, blue, right? Pepperoni. These guys are basically up to you. I would probably say pizza here, or we could just say stop all the way through, and then that's a blue over there. Why don't just to keep it simple, why don't we just use stop all the way through for every eighth note? Okay, here we go. Ready, and stop, stop, stop. Pepperoni, blue. Pepperoni, stop, 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 blue. In line 2, we have the run pony rhythm, and that's about it. That's the only addition. So why don't we continue to say stop for every single eighth note that we see, and then we're gonna say run pony, pepperoni, blue, run pony, pepperoni for those. Okay, here we go. Ready? The beats here. Ready, and run pony, stop, stop, stop. Pepperoni, blue, stop, stop. Run pony, stop, stop. Pepperoni. Okay, so this is kind of the same type of things. We do have some pony runs coming up here, and then 39 is where we see the eighth note that stands alone, but now it's on the first, it's sitting in the first position, not the second position. So what I mean by that is if there were a stop, stop, or a pizza, right? Now this eighth note is sitting in the first position, so this guy would be kind of like this guy. Whereas before we saw the eighth note that was in the second position, so there's a silence, then an eighth. So he would be more like this guy, so a silent and an eighth, okay? Regardless of whether he's a 1 and 2, and, or if he's a 1 and 2 and, it doesn't really matter so much at this point, because I usually recommend that we hear the 8th notes kind of like tick tock throughout. So if we just keep track of our 8th notes being very steady like that, then it shouldn't pose any problems. So here's our beat. This is the quarter note beat. Normally in this type of situation we would keep track of the quarter note. So this is a 1 beat, 1, 1, and then kind of in the back of our minds we're just saying top, 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 top. Okay? Or stop, stop, stop. So here we go. We're going to say stop all the way through, just to keep it simple. Okay? So think of the clock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay? Ready, and stop, 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 stop. Okay, let's try another one. We'll do line 3. And so we'll have some pepperonis and pony runs and run ponies mixed in. Okay, here we go. Here's the beat. Ready, ready, and pepperoni, stop, 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 blue, pony run, run, pony, pepperoni, blue. All right, let's try one more. That wasn't so hard actually. Let's try 5, and I like this one because you can see 2 8th notes in a row. Same with line 4. There are 2 8th note rests in a row, 2 8th note rests in a row. So that's kind of a little bit different. Okay, let's try line 5. Here's our pulse. So we're going to be thinking stop, 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 stop. Okay, ready, and stop, stop, stop. Pepperoni, stop, 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 blue, stop. Then what I would recommend to do is to go back to lesson 13 and 14 and review the whole note, which is going to be 4 beats. I use the silly word 4, and so we can do one of those right now just so you can get an idea. So why don't we try lesson 13, line 4, just for review. Okay, here we go. Our tempo is going to be like this, maybe a little faster because this one has long notes. Okay, so we're going to use the words 2, and then 4, and then blue, and those are the ones that we're going to need for this line. Okay, here we go. Ready, and 2, 2, 4, blue, 2, blue, 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 blue. Yes, if you've gotten to this point, or when you get to this point, like around the lesson 30, middle 30 range of the rhythms, then I would definitely go back to 13 and 14 and just test them. You know, if you just say, hey, let's do some review, let's check up on some of our old friends and test them, and then if they still remember, then great. I have kind of a mixed bag, so sometimes I have kids who just remember everything and they just love the rhythms, they're really on top of it, and some of them they just forget really, really fast. Maybe they learn quickly and they forget quickly, so it's good to put these back into their minds. The other one I would highly recommend reviewing right now, because it is related to something coming up, would be a lesson 19 through 23. If you like, you can abbreviate it and do 21 through 23. The reason being, I'll show you 21, is that 21 covers 2 topics that we're going to need soon. It's just reviewing the tie again, and then the dotted half note. So the concept of the dotted rhythm, right, and then the concept of the tie. So this one, we were introduced to this tie in lesson 19, but it's also here. So to save time, you can do 21 through 23. So let's just go ahead and try this one. Why don't we do line 3, because it has a couple of ties in there. And for the tie, I use the word ta, and we're going to shake it 3 times. It's going to be the speed of a blue. So blue, blue, blue. So we'll shake it like this, ta. And yeah, so that's going to be the half note tied to the quarter note. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So let's go ahead and try 3. So here's our tempo, okay? Ready, and 2, hoo, blue, ta, blue, blue, ta, 2, and then that's it, okay? So this page introduces the dotted half notes. So why don't we go ahead and practice doing that one on this page as well? We could maybe do line 5 here. We're going to use the word 3, and we're going to shake it 3 times in the speed of a blue. So it would be 3, like that. All right, so let's try line 5. Ready, and blue, 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 2, 3, blue, blue, 3. And that sets us up nicely to be ready for lesson 40 to the end. We're nearing the end. It goes up to lesson 50. When we reach lesson 50, there's still more. We're not done yet, but we've definitely covered a lot of really important things, and that has laid down the foundation for what we need to be able to apply all this information effectively as players in real time when we're playing our instrument.